Good morning, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start off with a figure, 700 million weekly active users, and that's only ChatGPT. One more figure before I actually introduce the distinguished panel is 73% of Americans say AI should play no role in advising people about their faith in God. Meanwhile, 61% of pastors already use AI weekly or daily. So this is just to indicate that the AI is not something anymore in the future. It's really here, and we should address now, and especially from a faith or interfaith angle. Now, I have a great privilege here to sit with three excellent speakers. Let me immediately kick off with Your Excellency Dr. Mohamed Al-Kuwaiti. The UAE has the AI ambition to be an AI native government by 2027. At the same time, the UAE is a beacon of tolerance, not only by my own institution, the Abrahamic Family House, but also by this conference or other, the Year of Tolerance and all the other elements that the UAE is doing promoting tolerance. So my question to you, Your Excellency, is from your perspective, how can AI actually build this society which is more coherent, more tolerant, to make sure that we are on the right track?
Having an AI, safe security, cybersecurity is really an integral part of so many of the things that we're actually doing and building. Our national cybersecurity strategy focuses on 5 main pillars. One of them is governance. We need these legislations, laws, policies, standards, things that we need to put our roadmap towards. The second main pillar is the innovation. UAE is well known about innovation. The third pillar of our national cybersecurity strategy focuses on partnership. We cannot do this without partners. Private sector, government sectors, society, non-government organizations, entities who will help in building such a perspective. The fourth pillar is building technology, sovereign technology, data. By the end of the day, we need those technologies that we could depend on, that we could control, that we could trust. And the fifth pillar is what we are really missioned to do, to protect and to defend. We have put that roadmap to move towards an AI nation by 2071. So we need to focus on 3 things. We need to build the right culture. We need to use these technologies into the positive values that we've been raised on. Those values not only reflects our society, not only reflects our global positive aspects, tolerance, peace, prosperities, sustainability. The second thing is actually what we call our values, Emirati values. When someone speaks or actually presents something in the social media, in the internet, in any of those developments, we need to know that we are reflecting our nation, we're reflecting our values, we're reflecting what we really build on. And the third one is the society. And this society needs to have this awareness of cybersecurity, of using security in a proper way. If we combined all of those, the pillars of national cybersecurity strategies, with those 3, alhamdulillah, culture from tolerance as well as the societal and the values that we have, we will definitely reach to an AI nation that we are really proud of.
My next question to His Excellency Mohammed Jabir bin Jabir, how digital platforms and media can strengthen global understanding? How can AI help with building these curriculums, and how can the civil society support as well?
من منظور جمعية الإمارات لحقوق الإنسان والمنطلقات الاستراتيجية لدولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة، تقوم الجمعية بصياغة وتبني مفهوم التسامح الرقمي، وتدعو إلى مكافحة خطاب الكراهية الرقمي، وتقوم بتقديم التوعية بالحقوق الرقمية من تثقيف أفراد المجتمع بأن كرامة الإنسان ملازمة له رقمياً كما هي واقعياً، وأن احترام خصوصية الآخرين وعدم التنمر الإلكتروني هو جزء أصيل من منظومة حقوق الإنسان. كذلك بناء الشراكات الاستراتيجية من الجهات التشريعية والتنفيذية والقطاع الخاص، التعاون مع القطاع التكنولوجي، بناء قنوات حوار مع شركات التقنية الكبرى ومنصات التواصل الاجتماعي لضمان تطوير خوارزميات وسياسات استخدام تحترم التنوع الثقافي والديني وتمنع الانحياز أو التميز الرقمي لضمان الكرامة الرقمية.
From civil society, I want to make a transition to the diplomacy angle. You are the ambassador of Austria. Austria is well known as UAE for their efforts on the interfaith angle and the tolerance angle. So I was wondering, how do you see AI changed your profession as a diplomat? And then specifically from how can it be reshaping as well the intercultural dialogue taking place in diplomacy?
Of course it affects diplomacy and in dialogue, but in a good way, because it opens so many possibilities. And we have the physical space that we can still meet, like we did at the Intercultural and Interreligious Dialogue 2 years ago at the Abrahamic Family House. We can meet at conferences like today. That's the one part. At the same time, this whole conference can be streamed, recorded. We can reach other audiences on a worldwide scale. We can get video messages. We can start discussions with people all over the globe at the same time. So actually, not like 50 years ago, people need to travel to have a discussion. We can combine it. And this actually is something where the UAE, hosting 200 nationalities, is a pioneer, that we combine the physical world and the digital world and use AI to create common ground and to forge a common narrative. And this is easier if we use the new technologies, who also AI might sometimes have a good idea, a good input. Sometimes it's wrong and it needs to be checked. So I would encourage everyone, when just copying and pasting, to really check it, because sometimes it encourages you to do something which is not based on facts. But there are possibilities, it will get better, and wisely used, this can be the perfect breeding ground for something much better.
The ideas that Pope Leo XIV did on AI is also to make sure that this human stays centric. That means that we really have to make sure that we can trust and use the AI tools in an efficient way.
We in technology, in cybersecurity, in AI, we build the trust on those confidence of the use of this technology, on the results, on the products, and the performance of many of those technologies whenever it actually adds values to us, not only from a return of investments and economical aspect, but also from a mission-related things. So, for instance, if we are defending the nation from any of those cyber attacks, definitely that's provide for me that trust. Now, the trust with the community is another added great value. We turn this cyber into a hygiene for every single person, where they use this as a lifestyle. And this is where we definitely build that trust with the technology. We here in UAE is really proud of the community that we are in, the values that we actually reflect, the acceptance and tolerance of everybody's ethics, values.
في الحقيقة الأمن السيبراني اليوم هو الركيزة الأساسية في دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة، واللي يقومون عليه الإخوان بجهود عظيمة. الأمر المهم في الموضوع أن تطور الأمن السيبراني وتطور السوشيال ميديا وتطور الخوارزميات الموجودة يضطر المجتمع أن تصدر تشريعات جديدة تتواكب مع التطورات التكنولوجية والخوارزميات. كذلك نحن نحرص على تثقيف المجتمعات وتثقيف الأفراد، وكذلك نستقطب فئات معينة منهم الأطفال والعوائل، ونحاول نوصل لهم كل المعلومات التقنية على أساس أن يحمون نفسهم من الاختراق الإلكتروني، التنمر الإلكتروني، وكذلك الابتزاز الإلكتروني.
There is a reason why Westerners are very happy here, because they feel safe, secure. There are common values, traditional values that we all share, family values.
So, and to wrap up, I just want to ask you, like, how important is it that we have physical spaces like AFH, or that we do this conference to make sure that we keep the human connection? But what's the importance of having this here in the UAE?
So it's definitely very important to do that partnership, mutual benefits. We build that for the purpose of, again, humanity. Human-centric aspect to us is our main cornerstones in many of those aspects. Spreading the peace, spreading the tolerance, spreading many of those aspects, and this is what we actually really focused on.
Thank you, Your Excellencies, for the great talk. Thank you.